Perfect. Okay. That's fine. Okay.
Now we're on another.
All right.
Okay, yeah, before we, okay.
Yeah. Just a second. Okay. All righty. We are just getting going. Hey.
Now we're on
Oh,
another.
you have it. You have
Alright.
turned off the sound on the.
Okay.
Just one
yeah,
sec, guys.
before-
We're having some
before-
feedback. Yeah. This is perfect. Yay. You got to hear us twice. All right. So we have some exciting announcements today, some exciting news. I know. And I'm so excited. I just want to say before we make this announcement, I know you guys have, some of you have seen it, some of you haven't. Our beloved Christine Peterson became a 4-star last night. Where's the cowbell? Okay, so if you're from Texas, you get the cowbell. Everyone gets the cowbell. But what an amazing run. And just hearing her enthusiasm and excitement last night for her team, I think I'm trying not to get emotional. It's just so beautiful to just see all of you guys having worked so well together and really put in major effort last night. Like, so proud of you guys. This has been a long time coming, and we took advantage. The whole team is taking advantage of those power-up packs, moving things forward, and we just got to see the result of that. We got to see how that works in real time in real life. And so, but it was just nice to be able to hear from Christine last night and how excited she was about her team. And so, I mean, it's just huge, but she's such a great example, and we're so grateful. Do you want to say a few words?
Yeah, well, a few words is super congratulations. You deserve it. And it's just the beginning of the future. A gold diamond, by the way, we have already a gold diamond. We are going to talk in a second. But in the company, that's the highest position so far. But anyway, but what Christine has accomplished is amazing, especially because the way that her team rally up too. And I talked to a couple of her team members, including Antonietta and Kimberly, and they were so excited and I said, yeah, we are gonna do it. And they went beyond what she needed. It was very, very powerful. And a lot is because they rally up also with the promotion. That's very important. That's why it's so important about the promotion, the power up package, the new product. That is very unique. That product by itself could be a multi-billion-dollar product right away. The more I check, the more excited I am.
Yeah. So, all right. So we just want to say that we love you, Christine. Congratulations to you and your entire team. We'd love to hear a few words from you about your experience becoming a 4-star last night.
Well, it really, that really, thank you. And I really appreciate your support, Adrian and Georgian. But really, it was my team. That 4-star belongs to our team. Yeah, my name's up there, but it's really my team. It's a collective effort. And as George knows, I was even saying, see, you never give up. You never give up. On Saturday or Friday, I was saying to George, oh man, I don't know, I keep going up and I go down, I go up and I down, I go up, and the cycles. And we all feel that way, don't we? We're trying to get to 3-star pro or 3-star elite, and we get there, and then that 1 week falls off and you go, oh man, and I'm going like, oh, and you gotta go like, I gotta do this, just for the team. I just want to show them that can be done. And so on Friday, I'm saying to George, I said, I don't know, I need 75 cycles by Sunday night. Now, 75 cycles is a big haul.
It's a big jump.
And I think George, he says, yeah, well, he's thinking, well, you've got the next week, but I said, yeah, but I've got 40 cycles dropping off at the other end. And so I've got to make this. So I don't know. I just got to I just thought, I'm doing this. I'm going to get out there. And I was doing Zoom calls yesterday, bringing pro packs in, just to make this thing happen. But at the end of the day, we ended up doing 96 cycles.
Amazing.
On top of what she has, by the way.
Amazing.
Yeah, we went way over the 200 cycles that we needed for that. But it was everyone in my team, everybody. And again, it was Antoinette and Kimberly that was getting out to their teams, and all my other 3-stars and people, Shannon, all these people were just saying, calling their people, okay. And I never like to do that. See, I never like to say to people, I need the points for me. I need to rank up. I feel really uncomfortable. I really want to do it's always what's best for my people. But my leaders went and just went back and said, Christine needs us now. We're like this. And I remember last night I was like, it was like 7 o'clock. I was 4 cycles short, and I was waiting for orders to come in because people had said, I can do this. We're going to do the order. You can count on us. But things happen, and that's what happens in life. It's, you know, people might have a flat tire. They can't get there. They can't find their credit card. They can't do this. Someone gets sick. Someone goes in the hospital. Something happens. That's just part of it. So that's why you always have a backup plans. So
Yeah.
I was always thinking, well, if that person, I had a list going. I had a list going like, okay, and the list was being revised as I was going through. I had a list. I was going, who told me they could do it? And then and I was on Saturday even, Astrid was at another event, and I was saying, I
Uh-huh.
can do the order for you. Just give me your password. I'll go in there and do it for you because you can't do it. And she
Yeah.
did, you know, and she was great. She and her husband, Michael, were fantastic. And so I was just following up. And so by Saturday, I was going like, I know I'm jumping around on this, but Saturday I was going like, okay, I'm down here. And then I told Kim, on a Friday night, Saturday night, I said, well, now I'm down to, I need 24 cycles. I did a lot on Saturday. And then she said, oh, that's only so many Pro Packs. And I'm going, oh, you know, but I'm squeezing people. Oh, how am I going to get? So now I have to do Zooms on Sunday, doing Zooms. And then the team rallied. The team said, I can do a 300. I can do this. I can do that. That my leaders were calling in saying, we've got another one coming in. We've got another one. And I said, well, okay, great. And then I was down to the 4 cycles. And I just was waiting to see if anybody, and people, I mean, Olga ran down the street and it got Miss Kay to do something, and Irene was doing something, and everybody was doing this and that. And I just appreciate everybody because it was our team again that rallied to that 4-star is for the team. That's who we are. But now we're going to 5-star. And that's what I talked about my people today, is that we're not stopping. Now we're going. We're all getting everybody into 3-star, 3-star pro, 3-star elite. We're creating this momentum. We just don't sit down and go, okay, I hit the rank.
Yeah.
No, we have to go because we want to hit that running. So we get to convention and we have a big movement, and we come out of convention, then we have a bigger movement
Mhm.
because you've created this momentum.
Yeah.
So it was great. I just am humbled. I have the best team, and I just love all of them. I'm grateful beyond. I mean, I was thinking about that this morning. I'm 82 years old, and I was getting a message yesterday. One of my neighbors, come on, we can do party time. I'm going, party? I don't want to party. I have a business I'm running. I have more fun over here. I want to go to a little place and drink cocktails and talk about the neighborhood gossip or what's going on in the community. I don't like that. I mean, I want to live and be excited and be engaged in life and contribute to the world. So I said to my husband, I said, do you want to go to that? And he said, well, that might be nice. I said, no, I don't think so. We have too much to do. We have work to do. So it's fun. And that's the attitude I think you just have to have. It's just be part of the greater whole. So thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
and I loved that you knew that you pushed on this week, that this last week you knew it had to be done this week. And so you were
Yeah.
following that and helping your team do that. You guys are really ahead of the game. We've got this is the last week for Power Up Packs, my friends. And so you can see what can happen. She went from needing 75 cycles to getting over 90 in a week.
96. Well, we had
96 in a week.
yeah.
I mean, well, yeah, 96 in a week. I mean, and I love that you said I couldn't even fathom it. And yet it happened, and it was above and beyond. And I think it was just putting out there, you were working off of a list. You knew who in your organization needed power ups to be able to move forward. And now what we do is we take that power up, right? And we're going to help every single person go from 3-star to 3-star pro to 3-star elite. So everyone is being recognized on that stage. And it truly is such a win for the entire team, and such a great example to us all, right? Of just setting your mind to something, going after it, being organized about it, and not going to the dinner party or the cocktail event, but making sure that you're focused on your rank.
Yeah. One more thing that I want to say.
So great.
Christine, did you see the difference in commissions as soon as you hit 4-star?
Yeah.
How big it is? That's very
Yes,
important to say.
yes. Well, and I was so focused on the people, I wasn't even paying attention, but suddenly I got, um, on the, what was that?
The
The
bonus.
global, you get the global bonus, I'm a founder, so I get the 2%, so you get the founder, shares. But also now you get the global, the 3%, because you go to 4-star. You want to explain that, George? And I went like,
Yes.
whoa, look at this.
Yeah,
You know,
you have shares. As soon as you get into 4-star, you got what is called the 3% bonus pool on the 3-star. And down on bonus pool is big because there are less people sharing it. And although you have the same amount of shares that the founder, the shares is way more money that you are getting. And that's so much extra money. Plus, she's getting paid an extra level of matching bonuses. It's why the lead different on check. Even you're 3-star elite and then you go to 4-star, it's very big. And talking about, and that's a powerful. That's why I say it's going to be interesting on Friday when you get paid. That's when they have the official numbers. That's going to, let's talk about money. Yeah, that's why we are talking about money.
Yeah, let's talk about the
Yeah,
money.
yeah, and that I don't want to throw a figure or anything like that, but it's in the it is consistent. It's a multiple 6-figure income per year. That income. Now, the other thing I want to recognize, although Kim Wee is not here, she became the first gold diamond. By the way, that means that
We probably need a cowbell for that. I mean, that's huge.
yeah, it is huge. It is
that's
huge.
probably at least
So awesome.
$50,000 a week, 50 to 60,000 a week. At least it could be. I'm sure it's way more than that because the matching bonus it could be 100,000 by now in a week. But it's incredible. It's the first person to get there, and that's a good news. Let me tell you why. Because means that the volumes in the company are going up in a big way. Because to get to those the gold, diamond, and above, it depends a lot in the volume that is under you. And she did a very big. I'm not going to go into the numbers now because we are the announcement, but it's a very powerful, very powerful. But anyway, a lot of you are going to be the 3-star elite. That you're going to be 4-star, 5-star, 6 stars, and then suddenly one day we are going to start breaking into the gold, diamond, etc. Because the company, the more they grow, the more we go up. And the way that the company grows by us growing, by the way, not the other way around.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's true.
And so you said that she could be making 100,000 a
She
week.
could be. We don't know. We don't know because depend on the machine. And I'm sure it's
Say it
the
again
machine.
one more time. They want it real clear, the income, the potential income of Gold Diamond.
Oh, okay, it could be a minimum, probably 50,000 a week, but probably she's. I would not be surprised that she's around the 100,000 because the matching bonus that she has. In a week. Yeah, we're not talking about
say
years.
it right. Say it right. So this is what they want to hear. 100,000 per week. That's 400,000 per month.
Yeah, that's $5 million a year.
That's $5 million a year.
Right. If you take 5 million divided by 52, that's $96,000.
There you go. So I'm just saying, like, she's showing the way. Remember how they're really big on that, even in our presentations. Leaders go the way, show the way, they know the way. Know the way, go the way, show the way. I can't remember which order. The point is, the woman's doing it. Okay. So
and one thing,
she's doing it.
one point that I want to say that is very important. In the company that we were before in Isogenics that hit around $1 billion in sales, nobody hit the $100,000 a month until about the 18-month or 20-month. Here we have already people that have hit 100,000 a month, and we have somebody that probably hit the 100,000 a week.
Yeah.
That never happened in the other company. Has not ever happened, and the
Right.
company is more than 2 years old already. Have never happened. I just wanted to say that.
And I'm really proud of every single one of you. You all should be so proud of yourself. This is the time, I'm going to be very clear. This is the time in a brand new build that people start to go, am I really going to do this? Am I staying with this? Am I going to push forward? I'm going to move forward. But the numbers show that you should. Okay. The numbers in our company show that you should. All right. Some people want to give up right now. And I'm being very clear, and you guys are watching the results of people who are not giving up, like Christine said, people who said, I'm going to do it no matter what. Kim Wee, I'm going to do it no matter what. She was very clear from the moment she set foot in this company. I'm going to make this the biggest company, the biggest household name, and she's leading by example, right? And that's something that truly is inspiring to all of us. But I'm looking at it, the 100 million in revenue, watching her hit gold diamond, watching all of these things happen. You are in the right place at the right time, my friends. The only thing that's missing is what's going on up in between here. And that's why I wanted to be clear when Christine shared, the gap in her cycle growth from going from where she was at to elite to, or sorry, to 4-star pro. 4-star pro. Is that even a word? 4-star. Okay.
It is exciting. Yeah,
Pro.
where the heck?
4-star.
Sounds like a new one.
Yeah, the 3.5, 3 stars.
3.5, 3 stars. Wow. Okay. The most important thing is it's leading by example. It's moving when the company moves, right? And that's one thing. It's moving with the momentum of the company. Now, what we're watching is we're watching the beginning. This is just the beginning. We're watching the beginning pieces of momentum.
Yeah,
in
we are not
3.
momentum yet. Imagine when we hit momentum.
Exactly. And so
We are not.
yeah, you guys, this is
I have to make sure
this is the building block. But what's going to happen in the next 3 to 5 years is every single one of you on this call, I want you to say, they told us so. How big of the pie, what piece of the pie do you want? How big of the pie do you want? Kim Wee's doing 5 million in a year. What do you want your piece to be? I mean, that's something George and I sat back last night and we were thinking about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? What would we do differently? What would we do better? What would we improve? What would make us keep going? Right? Even when the moments get tough. And it's the stories. It's the stories like that. It's watching Christine and her team rally from needing 75 cycles to achieving 96 in a week. 1 week, right? So, I mean, it's stuff like that. Anyways.
Yes, and that's the part. And right now we have a great promotion that we have to go. First
Yes.
of all, let me
Switching
share
gears.
really quick, because that promotion has a lot of things. One of them that we have, oh yeah, sorry.
Mhm.
Can you see it? Yeah, I can see it. But
Yeah.
the first thing that I want to show is the product, the new product. Just without going into details, you want to know more about the product, make sure. But look at the competition. The Leprer is the only similar, not even close. Look at the price, $5.95. What is our price? Boom! Explosion! Come on, guys. I know some people say, "Well, hey, that price seems too high." Yeah, when we compare with Vaseline, yes, but we're talking about very high quality products. High quality. It's like you have a racehorse in Ocala, and you are giving a hamburger to get trained. No, you have to give the best. And that's the same. But anyway,
George just fired up. Did you
Yeah,
just get
I'm-
fired up?
I'm fired
Okay.
up.
Right.
Well,
Don't feed your
The power of,
resources.
I'm not going to go in detail on all of them because you can see it on the wall and also in the back office. But we have 3 home combo packs, go from 1 to 3, $600, $1,000, and $2,000. The CV that you see there is what go up in the 3. to
This is
everybody.
how they moved that volume by using the power up packs to push the team forward. Not only did they save money on buying the products in bulk, but it's helping move the team forward and build the cycle growth, the cycle depth.
And you're getting the new product, and then you have as a reward, because you bought the package, you have what is called the power up volume that goes into your strong leg, but you are building up. We were talking to Gary and Fred this morning, and they're building up already for 4 stars using the power up.
And one thing I want to
And we are
say
going to talk
about this
in
too,
a second.
for some of you guys who are like, I don't understand all the power up or anything, or you're brand new, all I want you to look at is if you want to try the skincare, look at the value in purchasing it this
Yes.
way and having products for over a 6-month period of time. You're saving money purchasing the new skincare line in a power up versus if you were to purchase it once a month or bi-monthly. So you're saving more money purchasing it that way.
Yes, and then we have other power up packages, but this is the basics. Is if you want your supplements, like I said, the power up volume goes in your 3, and the CV is the one that goes up the 3 to everybody. Now we have our 3 packages that they are only supplements. This is in case you want this, no want the skincare. But let me tell you, you want that skincare. It's so powerful. It's very unique. But anyway, then we have a skincare package, and we have a cream caviar. How do you say cream caviar?
Caviar, yeah. And this is another thing too that we've been sharing is that when you do purchase this in bulk like that, maybe you're
You save a lot
you're
of money.
looking to go out and retail. You're saving the money, but at the same time, this is all a marketing expense. This is a business expense. You're writing these packs off at the end of the year, right? There's the volume attached to it to be able to help you build your business. So all of these packs, no matter which one you purchase, you're saving money on the products in bulk. You're getting volume to build off of to build your cycle depth, and you're able to write all this off as a marketing expense. So it's a pretty big deal to be able to purchase this. I know we've had a lot of people come in who just purchased that Hong Kong Power Up because they get one of everything and then two of the new caviar. I have esthetician offices
Yes,
that
we
have
used to-
purchased just the caviar
That
to
was just
complete the
something, yeah.
entire line. Then we have other people saying, I just want the supplements, and that's fine, right? Whatever floats your boat, but don't miss out on the opportunity
Yes,
to purchase the
yeah,
products.
by the
today.
way, it doesn't have caviar. It has a plant that's called the Caviar Japan, and you want to hear
Yeah.
more. Now,
How does the Power Up work?
and we already talked about that. The volume goes into your strong leg. And if you are brand new, you don't have any volume, yet goes in the leg in the same leg where your team leader put you on. That's it. As simple as that. The points.
Okay.
Let's go. Well, this is
Oh.
an example with the points. But
Okay.
anyway. Well, let's go. The benefit, by the way, you create a Power Up page that every time you get 300 points, you're pulling 600 from there.
Okay, so let's slow down to speed up for a second. So how can Christine go from 75 to 96? Or from needing 75 to 96. So when she showed you her list, she was working off a side that she knew that those people, if they ordered Power Up, would help build the volume down that leg, right? Or vice versa. Any of you guys looking at your back office right now, you'll go in, you'll look where the previous Power Up has been, but you want it more than that. You want to go down the leg that you require volume on to hit your next rank, and you want to help the people under you purchase those Power Up packs. And what George is saying is that he's talking about cycles. The cycles. So if you have 30,000 points down your right leg already, and you need for every 300 CV on the opposite leg that you achieve, you're getting 50 cycles. So for those of you who are sitting at 3-star and you want to be a pro, this is your number right now. This is your game. You would need at least 15,000 points opposite that to get to 50 cycles.
Yeah, a point that I want to bring, you can buy up to 3 packages of each package.
Yeah.
There's somebody that I know, she bought 9 packages that happened last time, the same time. But anyway,
Right.
that's
So, and if you
Can
start
we make it how
what
much,
I'm
Fred?
trying to say, see where he's
5
talking about,
million a
you
month?
create a power leg with, can you mute them? You create a power leg with 9,000 points, 15,000 points, or 30,000 more if you buy more than one pack. That's what George has just said to you. So the way that I see this is if every single one of you opened up your back office, you're a 3-star, your goal is to be on stage being recognized as a pro at convention. You require at least a minimum of 15,000 points down the opposite leg that you have previous Power Up. If you don't have previous Power Up, that's a different story. But if you have Power Up already, this is you. This is your game. This is your push week. This is the last week for Power Up. Okay. So
Yeah.
you want to go in and you want to identify anybody in your organization that can purchase Power Up that adds volume. So if you need 15,000 points down the opposite leg where you had previous Power Up, you would need 15 people to purchase the large Power Up
Or
with 1,000 CV or a combination of the packs down that leg to complete the 15,000 points. So the reason I'm hitting this really hard is because every single morning we do a call where people say, I want to be a pro. I want to be an elite. I want to be a pro. I want to be elite. So we want to make sure you truly understand how to utilize and maximize what we have going on right now. We will not have Power Up packs for another year is what we've been told. That they will not be back. That as far as we know, we don't think that Power Ups will come back. So this is the time to really rally and advance using the Power Up pack.
By the way, and this is to speed up the advance. That doesn't mean that we cannot advance ever if they don't come back.
No, it's just
to speed up.
taking advantage of this week. Exactly.
Yes. And by the way, the reason there's another benefit is because you are putting all the people on the opposite side, you are creating a power leg.
Yeah.
That's going to
So-
start creating volume. Think about that. You are creating a power leg. That's new people are coming in. People are getting excited because they are creating their own power up leg, etc. It's why it's very genius.
You always want a Power Up leg. You want a leg like this in a binary compensation plan, which is what you are in, because we're a 1/3, 2/3 split. It's better for you to have volume banked down one leg that you're always continuously cycling off of and working off of. Now, a good example of this is we met with Gary and Freda. Gary and Freda's goal is to also become 4-star, okay? And they're working with their team right now to do this. I would love if Gary, Freda, could you guys come on real quick and just talk about how you're going to use the Power Up packs to your advantage this week?
Yes, thank you so much. Gary, I know that you did the math on several of the packs. You want to go first?
Yes, we keep, right now, we have some Power Up points in our right leg, but we keep enough, like we'll take advantage of this promo to make sure we got enough Power Up points so we can reach 4-star, enough cycles so we can reach 4-star by building our left leg. So by having that really cuts it, it's a shortcut in my eyes because now we only have to produce 300 on the left side to create a cycle. So we have that bank, and then we can take advantage of this promo as well, that anybody on our left side that we can buy as a power up pack, that's going to be quicker cycles to build that way. So, and like George says, we're building a power leg on that left leg. And guess what? Maybe a year from now, I'm just using that number, our left leg is going to be larger. So that's where we'll put power up points, and we'll build the right leg. So
So
that's
guys,
my strategy.
So sorry, but Gary and I have always been in position. We've always been in numbers people, because numbers don't lie. You know, they just don't. Numbers are factual. And just like Christine just said, you know, every now and then you get to that point where you go, oh, can I? Oh, yes, I can. Just for one quick moment, that little bit of doubt might slip in there, but knock it out. You never know who's going to be your next new and few that's going to run. You never know. And you know, they're out there. They're out there. You just haven't put them in your business yet. And you know, I go through it all the time. It's the 6 inches between our ears that cause us to fail, guys. That's all it is. You know, you grow up in your life, and as a child, were you ever told things like, oh, you gotta wait an hour after you eat to go swimming? Were you ever told that?
Yes.
Were you ever told that if you chew gum, it's going to stay in your stomach for 7 years? Were you ever told that? Guys, we're told all kinds of crap in our life. Don't believe it. It's not true. It's not true. You're not going to drown, and the gum's gone. Trust me. So listen, what they're trying to tell you is, and what Christine has just said, and the example that Kim just set, what are we thinking? Can you even comprehend $5 million a year? Yes, I can. Can you live where Holly and Corbin live? Yes, you can. Can you live the lifestyle? Can you live the lifestyle that Samson lives? Yes, you can. Guys, we're all here in the grind doing exactly what you're doing every day. And you know, we're all gonna walk that stage together. And that's what the Nilberts are doing. That's what the Antoinettes are doing. That's what the two great people you see on your screen right now are doing. And others are setting the example. Sorry, I got off base, but I apologize. But yes, from day one, we have always kept enough power points on whatever side they needed to be on in order to be at the first goal we set, which wasn't 3-star, it was 4-star. And we've done the grind every day for that. So guys, that's all I say. Bye.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. And never apologize. Frida, that was perfect. I wanted to hear exactly what you said in the way that you said it. And it was perfect. Every single one of us needed to know that today and hear that today. And we receive it. I want you to know that we also receive that we are all in this together right now, moving forward, that we've got this incredible opportunity to utilize Power Up Packs. Thank you two for being an example of always having enough volume to achieve your goal. And then you know it's coming. Right? You do the daily work. Like you said, we're in the grind every day, and it doesn't feel like a grind. We're just waiting for the right people to show up, right? Because we're being an example. We're staying in our truth. We're leading by example.
And here I have a caveat. Did you say caveat?
Caveat.
Very important. When you buy the Power package, it's because you are going to use it.
Yes.
One, because you want the products deal. Second, because you want to use the points. Don't just buy it because automatic something's going to come from the sky by itself. No. Or you need the products, or you want to build the points, or both, by the way. In most cases, it's going to be both, obviously. Yeah. And something that I like about Fred saying, and also Gary, is that they are building for that 4-star already. And by the way, again, that doesn't mean that if you don't have a power up packaging, you're never going to be 4-star. No, you are speeding up the process and you are building a whole power up leg, because the opposite that you're building, you're putting people that they are going to create a leg. They are creating a power leg. When they run out of that volume on the right side because they became 4-star, they have already a leg producing a lot of volume and they just go to the other leg.
Yeah.
That's a very simple strategy.
And I think it's also important to note, like with that 1/3, 2/3, the way that we're talking about it, you got to know the rules of the game. How do you win the game? You got to know how to play it. Right. And so George is like, we're all giving you the rules to play the game. You know what I mean? Like, how do you play the game? Okay. It's making sure you've got one strong leg, and that is going to flip as you build throughout your entire 3 career until
one of them explode.
one of them
Because that's
explodes.
going to happen. Because happened to me in the past, in other binders, happened here. Eventually, if you are working the business, you're not working the business, nothing happened. It's like those big signs on the roads that say, if you don't advertise, you get nothing. That's true. It's the same thing. If you're not promoting, you get nothing. But something that I was going to say that something that Adrian is talking about again, Christine could be going to the gossip rooms. If you want to call it like that, but I mean the gossip room.
Cocktails.
The cocktail.
It's even more gossip.
Cocktail night. Okay.
Cocktail
George.
night. I don't know why I call it gossip room.
Yes.
She can go
know
to
where
the
she
cocktail,
went
etc.
now.
But she had more fun in this because not only she's treating it as a business, but also as a game. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
When you have those two things together, you have fun.
Yeah.
It's true. Sometimes you get upset because so-and-so didn't do anything or because you forgot something or whatever. But the reality that this is fun and it's fun and you get paid for the fun. And you have more control than if you're playing, I don't know, cards or playing the lottery or something like that.
Or work 9 to 5. Yeah, exactly. So, all right, my friends, here's your call to action today. So I want to make sure we're always ending with a call to action. And that is that I want you guys to check your back office. I want you to go in there. I want you to log in. And if it's a sobering moment, let it be a sobering moment. Let it be a sobering moment. If you go in and you do the math and you realize you're 25 people away or 35 people away, remember you're not doing this all on your own, but you need to know your numbers. You need to know your numbers so that you go, okay, my next goal is pro or my next goal is elite. That's 50 cycles is pro, 100 cycles is elite. Go check in there and ask yourself, what would I do today if I was already an elite, if I was already a pro, okay? And then I want you to focus in, hunker down on being able to build, like looking at yourself and saying, which side is the focus? How many people in that organization can I help them advance with a power up pack? And then we'll go in, we'll schedule onboarding calls, T-charts to be able to help them cycle that volume off. Like George said, you're either going to use the products or you're going to build with the volume. Which is it? Hopefully both, right? So making sure you identify how many power up packs away you are from achieving your next rank. And that's it this week. We've got to focus on driving deep with the power up packs so that you can advance yourself. And then anything else, any overflow, anything that happens, we're going to clean it up in April. But you've got 1 week to go out and make a mess with power up packs in your downline in your organization. And then we'll help you clean it up. But making sure that every single person gets a phone call, a text, they see you posting on social media, that you have this incredible new skincare line, the new Caviar, you've got the power up packs, you're specifically calling your people saying, I believe you'd benefit from a power up pack. Here's why. Okay, going through all that. George has some scripts he created with ChatGPT that he's going to put some of those in the chat, and you guys can riff off of them and make them your own. But there's text messages you want to send out to your team, emails you want to send to your team, and then of course a good old
first text. And by the way, when she said ChatGPT, give me an idea, and then I make it better.
Yeah,
personalized.
Well, he put in what it wanted to say, and then it made it better.
Okay. Because it's not. I just put the basics, and because that's his writing.
So while he's doing that, I see Antoinette, you have your hand raised. Do you have a few words you'd like to share?
I just have to say, I'm going to cry. Christine Peterson is not a 4-star because she's a millionaire. She's a 4-star because she has worked so hard. I mean, every month she flies into Dallas. Every night she's up late. Every phone call, everything. It's because she works hard. And my team, our team, everybody knew that, Christine. And so because you're the example of working hard, that's why everyone worked hard. It was like the most amazing thing when George and I were texting last night. It is done. I could sleep because it is what you do, Christine. I want everyone that's new to know every month she sacrificed and she flew in to Dallas. And I want you to know what happened last night was because a year ago, you met two beautiful women who worked so hard yesterday. And they said to me, remember when Christine flew in for us? We will always be there for you. So I just want to say congratulations to my dear friend and say your hard work is why you are who you are. We love you.
Oh,
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Yes,
that was
we
beautiful.
love you, Christine.
Yes. And I have to say too, really quickly, on top of what Antoinette said, which is 100%, you're taking all these flights. It takes 2 or 3 flights to get to anywhere. And you go through the trenches and through the storms and the hails and hurricanes, and you show up always for all of us, whether it's in person or on the Zooms. You're always there. We need a Zoom at 5 a.m. You're there. Midnight, you're there. And that's what I was telling my people too. It's like Christine always shows up for us. Whatever we want, you say yes. So we are doing everything it takes to help you get to the top. And it's just been a joy and a pleasure because we all love you so much and we all want to be like you.
Oh, so sweet. Oh my gosh. Well, everyone is lots of comments as well. Christine, congratulating you in the chat. Everybody is just so happy for you and your team and all the success. And this is just the beginning. So I'm really, really proud of every single one of you. Who's next? Who's next, right? Who are we gonna ring the cowbell for next, right?
And again, I want to go. Sorry, I stopped the excitement, but very important is that remember a call to action. Every person that you have connected before, every person that's in your team that's inactive or active, doesn't matter. Make sure this is an example text, the one that I just posted on the right side. And you can do your own version. Also, make sure you post on social media and just connect with everybody. Because first of all, we got a new amazing product. That's an amazing promotion, and that's important. Let me see. And okay, and the where's I forgot. Well, anyway,
Okay, yeah.
on the whole thing, you see the important to tell people that it's something new, even if it's people that you connected in the past, because you never know who's gonna reconnect with you. And because there are a lot of people that are still looking for stuff, and people that love skincare and something unique, something really unique like what we have before now. That's why it's very important to. And this week is a great week. That doesn't mean that if your goal is 4-star and you are just 3-star or 5-star, whatever. That doesn't mean that you are going to reach it this week, but you are creating that or building that leg.
Yes, you're building it.
It's there for the future. It's so important to keep that in mind, because some of you may be saying, well, my goal is 4-star, but I have only 1 cycle. Yeah, but you are building up, putting that volume, putting the energy, putting the power up package.
You're building the foundation. If you build it, they will come. That's the mode. Okay, now I'm learning English too now. Okay, all right, so that is what I'm saying. Okay, all right. If you build it, they will come. All right, my friends, I don't want to take any more of your time today. I want you to go out. I want you to make a mess. I want you to call everybody on that leg where you need the volume. Let them know what we have. Let them know what's in it for them. What's in it for them, right? The beautiful products, the power up volume, both. All right. Okay. We will see you guys on the global call tonight. George is going to post one more thing. George will be hosting the global call tonight. It's kind of a dude's call. He's got 3 testimonials coming on that are all men. So that'll be fun. We've got the guys representing tonight. Woo!
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So the men are on.
Yeah, we have the testosterone. Yeah. Everybody's going to be, we are going to be there celebrating with a beer. No, we don't. But we are going to be there tonight. Make sure you bring everybody to the call because it's going to be exciting like always. And we have a great guest. Yeah, why
are all of us ladies so excited for men's night? We're like, yes, go dudes, let's do it.
Yeah, this is the
Okay,
first opportunity
so-
to call that they're just guys. This is going to be interesting.
Right. Yeah. So it's going to be great. And so make sure you guys invite to that as well. And it's raining men tonight. Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
I didn't get that.
Excited for men's night, aren't we, ladies? Okay. The men are going to represent. All right.
What are you gonna wear,
Oh,
George?
The team is on fire. We're very excited. Okay. All right, friends, go out, make a big mess today. We'll help you clean it up. If you have questions, get on the calendar, get on the schedule. We're here for you. We love you. Congratulations to every single one of you. Huge pat on the back, huge hug to you. We're really proud. So proud of you. You should all be so proud of your efforts. All right, we'll talk to you later. Have a great day.
And thank
See
you for
later.
being
Thank
here.
you.
Bye.